Police found 300 photos of me. Some were taken from inside my house. I never gave anyone a key. His name was Marcus Thompson. He lived 3 houses down, and for almost a year, he was coming into my home while I slept. Before I get into this, if someone sent you this video, they were thinking about your safety. Stories like this one live here every week. Subscribe, hit the bell, stay close, because this one starts 3 houses down and a year before anyone believed me. I live alone. I never gave anyone a key. His name was Marcus Thompson. He lived 3 houses down, and for almost a year he was coming into my home while I slept. I'm going to tell you exactly how he gained my trust, the warning signs I ignored, and the moment I discovered what he was really doing. If you live alone, or if you know someone who does, you need to hear this story, because the signs were there from the beginning. I just didn't see them. It was May 2022, 2 years since Javier died. I want you to understand something about that time. When you lose a spouse after decades together, your home becomes a museum. Every room holds a memory. Every silence feels like an accusation. I was 46 years old, living alone for the first time in my adult life. I worked at the hospital kitchen, 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts. Same route, same schedule, same everything. Monday through Friday, leave at 6 a.m., home by 4 p.m. Weekends, grocery shopping Saturday morning, church Sunday. That's it. My life was predictable, maybe too predictable. But after everything I'd been through, predictable felt safe. I kept to myself, polite waves to neighbors, nothing more. I wasn't looking for friends. I wasn't looking for anything. Then Marcus Thompson introduced himself. He lived 3 houses down, white guy, mid-40s, worked from home, something with computers. At first, he was just there, jogging past my house every morning, waving, "Morning, Rosa! Have a great day!" I didn't think anything of it. Looking back, I realized he was already watching. He knew my name before we ever spoke. I should have asked how. One day in early May, he stopped while I was watering the garden. "Mrs. Santos, right? Marcus Thompson. Been meaning to introduce myself." We talked for 10 minutes. He was charming. Said he was divorced, new to the area, looking for a fresh start. "I know what that feels like," I said. "My husband passed 2 years ago. I'm so sorry." He seemed genuine. After that, he started stopping by more often, always when I was outside, always with small gifts, tomatoes from his garden, coffee that he made too much of, little gestures, thoughtful gestures, and I appreciated it. It was nice to feel seen again, to matter to someone. But here's what I want you to notice, because I didn't notice it then. Warning sign number 1, he always knew when I'd be outside. Not sometimes. Always, like he was waiting, watching. Warning sign number 2, he shared vulnerabilities immediately. His divorce, his loneliness, his pain. It felt like honesty, but it was bait. He was creating a bond I didn't ask for. Warning sign number 3, the gifts started before the friendship. He was investing in me before I'd given him any reason to. That's not generosity, that's strategy. Have you ever met someone who felt a little too interested, a little too fast? Hold that thought, because it's about to get worse. By June, Marcus was stopping by 2-3 times a week. We'd sit on my porch, talk. He told me about his ex-wife. I told him about Javier. It felt like friendship. Then came the first moment I couldn't explain away. "Hey, Rosa, how was work?" "Fine. Long day. You got home earlier than usual. Traffic must have been light." I stopped. "How do you know when I usually get home?" He laughed. "Oh, I notice things. I'm home all day, see people's routines." I forced a smile, said goodnight, but inside, something shifted. Warning sign number 4. He knew my schedule better than I did. That uncomfortable feeling in my chest, that was my instinct screaming at me. I should have listened. The next week, he said something that still haunts me. "You've been watching a lot of those cooking competition shows lately. How would you know that? I can see your TV from my window sometimes. Makes the neighborhood feel less empty. The way he said it, casual, like it was normal. My living room faced the street. I liked natural light. He was watching my television through my window, keeping track. Maybe I should close my blinds more, I joked. Oh, don't do that. I like seeing signs of life. Warning sign number 5. He was monitoring my activities and admitting it openly, framing surveillance as friendliness. That night, I closed all my blinds, but I still didn't trust my gut. I told myself he was harmless. Just lonely. Here's the truth about stalkers that nobody tells you. They don't seem dangerous. They seem helpful, attentive, kind. That's how they get close. Then came the roses. Mid-July. I got home from work. Fresh cut roses on my doorstep. No note. I called Miguel. Did you send flowers? Flowers? No, Mom. Sophia didn't send them either. The next day, Marcus appeared. Did you like the roses? My blood went cold. That was you? I noticed you seemed stressed. Thought they might cheer you up. Marcus, that's very kind. But you didn't have to. I wanted to. Something in his eyes. Intense. Hungry. Thank you, I said. But please don't. It's no trouble at all, Rosa. Really. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. Warning sign number 6. Unsolicited romantic gestures after rejection. Signals. I had been pulling away. He noticed. And instead of giving me space, he pursued harder. That's not interest. That's entitlement. After the roses, I started avoiding him, rushing to my car, rushing inside. No more porch conversations. But he found me anyway. Rosa, you've been distant. Did I do something wrong? Just busy with work. Okay. Well, if you ever need anything. I felt trapped in my own neighborhood. This is the part that so many people don't understand. What do you do when someone hasn't technically done anything wrong? When your only evidence is a feeling. Late July. I was in my backyard. 8 p.m. Sun setting, rustling from the bushes. Hello? Nothing. The next night, same time, same sound. I walked to the fence, looked over. Marcus, standing in his yard, staring at me. Oh, hey, Rosa. Just doing some gardening. At 8 p.m. in the dark. Have a good evening. I went inside, locked the door, heart pounding. Warning sign number 7, coincidentally appearing wherever you are. I called Sophia. Am I being paranoid? I told her everything. Mom, that's not paranoid. That's creepy. But what do I do? He's my neighbor. He hasn't actually done anything. Mom, he is doing something. He's watching you. I have no proof. Then get proof. Sophia was right. I needed proof. And I was about to get more than I ever wanted. Saturday morning, I walked onto my back porch. Muddy footprints leading from the fence, across her report. Could be kids cutting through. Do you have security cameras? No. Might want to consider it. He left. No investigation, no follow-up. But I knew. That afternoon, I drove to Home Depot, bought 2 cameras, front door, back door. I installed them myself. Took hours, but I did it. When those cameras went live, I felt like I could breathe again. For 2 weeks, nothing happened. No footprints, no noises. Marcus still waved, but I didn't stop. I started thinking maybe I'd overreacted. Maybe the footprints were kids. Maybe Marcus was just lonely and awkward. Maybe I was safe. I wasn't safe. I just couldn't see what was happening yet. Thursday night, mid-August. I was checking the camera app, scrolling through footage. Routine. Then I saw something. 2:17 a.m., my backyard camera. A figure standing in my yard. Just standing there, looking at my house. I squinted at the screen. It was Marcus. For 11 minutes, he stood there, motionless, staring at my windows. Then he climbed back over the fence and disappeared. My hands started shaking. I went back through the footage. August 11th, 1:43 a.m., Marcus in my backyard. August 9th, 2:05 a.m., Marcus in my backyard. August 7th, 3:12 a.m., Marcus in my backyard. He'd been doing this for weeks. Every time I thought I was safe in my home, sleeping in my bed, he was outside, in the dark, watching. And then I found the worst one. August 8th, 2:31 a.m. Marcus didn't just stand in my yard. He walked up to my window, the one that faces my bedroom, and he pressed himself against the glass for 19 minutes. I was in that bed, sleeping, 5 feet away. He was watching me sleep. I dropped my phone. My whole body was shaking. I ran to the bathroom and threw up. 19 minutes. Think about that. Think about the last time you slept peacefully in your own bed. Now imagine someone standing at your window that entire time, watching, waiting, and you had no idea. I called the police. This time, Officer Martinez came, older, experienced. I showed her the footage. Her face hardened with each clip. Mrs. Santos, this is stalking. This is trespassing. This is criminal behavior. She took copies of everything. Do you have somewhere you can stay? Family? My son. Good. Stay there. We'll handle this. I thought that was the end of it. I thought the police would make him stop. But Marcus wasn't done with me. Not even close. I stayed at Miguel's for 3 days. Officer Martinez called. We confronted Thompson. He denied it at first, but when we showed him the footage, he admitted to being on your property. Is he going to be arrested? We issued a criminal trespass warning and filed for an emergency protective order. He can't contact you or come within 200 feet of your home. That's it? She sighed. Unless he makes direct threats or causes physical harm, that's all we can do right now. It didn't feel like enough. I went home on day 4. The house felt different, contaminated, like Marcus had left something behind that I couldn't see. I kept the blinds closed, checked the cameras constantly. For 2 weeks, nothing. His house looked empty. His car was gone. I started to believe maybe it was over. September 3rd, I came home from work, envelope taped to my door. No name, no address. Inside, a typed note. You didn't have to call the police. I was only trying to be your friend. You hurt me, Rosa. You made me feel like a monster. But I'm not. I just care about you. More than anyone else does. More than your children who barely visit. More than your dead husband who left you alone. I was the only one watching over you, and you threw that away. My blood turned to ice. He mentioned Javier. He knew my children barely visited. He'd been listening, observing, cataloging my life. I called Officer Martinez immediately. He's violating the protective order. Document everything. This is evidence for a permanent restraining order. The notes kept coming. Note number 2. I see you're scared. You don't have to be. I would never hurt you. I just want to explain. Note number 3. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we understood each other. I thought you felt the same connection. Note number 4. You sleep with your lamp on now. I noticed. Are you afraid of the dark, Rosa, or are you afraid of me? He was still watching. The cameras were useless. He wasn't coming into my yard anymore, but he was watching from somewhere, somehow. 4 notes in 2 weeks, each one more personal than the last. He knew things he shouldn't know. And then, the night before my restraining order hearing, he called. September 16th, 10 p.m. I was reviewing my statement for court the next morning. My phone rang. Unknown number. I didn't answer. It rang again and again. 4th call, I picked up. Hello? Silence. Then his voice. Rosa, we need to talk. I hung up immediately. The phone rang again. I blocked the number. 2 minutes later, different number. Rosa, please, just listen. Leave me alone, Marcus. You're violating the protective order. I don't care about the order. You don't understand. I need you to understand. Understand what? That I'm not a bad person. I saw how sad you were after your husband died. I saw how alone you were. I thought I could help. I thought I could take care of you. By watching me sleep, I wasn't hurting you. I was protecting you, making sure you were safe. Safe from what? From everything. From loneliness, from danger. I watched your house every night to make sure nothing happened to you. His voice cracked. He was crying. Rosa, I've never felt this way about anyone. You're not like other people. You're special. We have a connection. I know you feel it too. Marcus, this isn't care. This is obsession. Long silence. Then, very quiet. You're going to regret this, Rosa. The line went dead. I called 911. He just threatened me. He said, I'm going to regret this. Police came in 10 minutes. Marcus was gone. House dark, car gone. Officer Martinez. He's escalating. He's desperate. Don't stay alone tonight. I went to Miguel's. I didn't sleep. Next morning, courthouse. I walked into the courtroom. Marcus was there, sitting in the back row, staring directly at me. My knees almost buckled. The bailiff noticed. Ma'am, are you okay? He's here. The man I'm filing against. He's here. The bailiff approached Marcus. Sir, you need to leave. You're violating the protective order. Marcus stood slowly. I have a right to defend myself. Not here. Not now. Leave. Marcus didn't move. He looked at me, directly at me, and he smiled, that cold, empty smile. Then he took one step toward me. The bailiff grabbed his arm. Sir, now! For a moment, Marcus resisted. Then he relaxed, let himself be led out. But at the door, he turned back, and he mouthed 2 words at me. I'm sorry. I don't know if he was sorry for what he did, or sorry for what he was about to do. The hearing lasted 30 minutes. I presented everything, camera footage, notes, the phone call recording. The judge listened, took notes. Mrs. Santos, I'm granting a 3-year restraining order. Mr. Thompson is prohibited from any contact, calls, texts, letters, proximity within 500 feet. Any violation means immediate arrest. Relief washed over me. Thank you, Your Honor. I thought it was over. As I left the courthouse, Officer Martinez stopped me. Mrs. Santos, we searched Thompson's house this morning. Warrant based on the threats. And she hesitated. We found cameras in his house. High resolution. Some pointed at your property. My stomach dropped. And photos. Hundreds of photos. Of you. I know. You told me. No, you don't understand. She paused. Some of them were taken from inside your house. I stopped breathing. Inside? How? We think he made a copy of your key at some point. Maybe from your purse, your car. We're not sure. But we found photos of you sleeping in your bed from inside your bedroom. I couldn't speak. There's more. We found a journal. She pulled out her phone, read from notes. June 3rd, Rosa wore the blue nightgown, left her bedroom lamp on until 11:43 p.m. Snores softly. Beautiful. June 17th, Rosa left her reading glasses on the nightstand. I moved them slightly. She didn't notice. I wonder what else I could move. July 4th, Rosa showered at 10:15 p.m., longer than usual. She's stressed about something. I wish I could help her. July 22nd, she's pulling away. She feels the connection too. That's why she's scared. I need to be patient. She'll understand eventually. 300 pages, 11 months of documentation, every detail of my life. Mrs. Santos, this goes far beyond stalking. We're filing charges for breaking and entering, unlawful surveillance, criminal harassment. He's looking at significant prison